Hello, I'm Kevin Anderson.
And I'm James Carty.
And this is At the Lyric. Tonight we have No Impact Man. It is a documentary following New York City blogger Colin Beavan in his quest to reduce his carbon footprint to zero.
Jay-Z is not in the movie.
Here's the trailer.
My first guest today is No Impact Man. Colin Beavan just walked up 24 flights of stairs to avoid consuming electricity in an elevator.
It's a one-year experiment.
Right.
And it's extreme. No soda cans, no water in plastic bottles. Don't buy new products. Canceling our magazine and newspaper subscriptions. No throwaway plastic razors. No airplanes, no subways, no taxis, no elevators. Is it possible to have a good life without wasting so much?
I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to do it.
They're going to take the TV away. Mommy's a little bit addicted to the TV.
Your project.
I thought it was our project.
Oh, yeah.
It's No Impact Man. It's his book and it's his project, and he's No Impact Man. But the project is our family is doing this.
The average American creates 1,600 pounds of trash a year. We're trying to reduce that to zero.
I'm like a high fructose corn syrup addicted, meat eating, takeout junkie. No meat, no fish. I just want to go get it like a baked good.
Why do you think foods are hardest for you?
Because I can't eat anything that tastes good.
I'm getting rid of all the cosmetics. Is that okay?
Yeah, babe, that sounds like a great idea.
Basically, this is easy for Colin, and this is just like murder for me.
Mom doesn't really like nature, but Dad likes nature. I am now going to go get an iced quad espresso, and maybe two, I don't know. It just doesn't work.
The Times makes it sound like part change the world, part gimmick for your next book. Do you cop to that?
Isn't it making you so fringe and wacko that you'll just be discounted as a fringe wacko? I'm just asking rhetorically.
This is what you call kicking Dad's ass.
This is for our family. It's not just about the project.
What if we called it the year I lost 20 pounds without going to the gym once? Or the year we didn't watch TV and we became much better parents as a result? Or the year we ate locally and seasonally and it ended up reversing my wife's pre-diabetic condition?
What's those?
They're fireflies.
Just reminds me of our TV. Maybe ours was a little bigger.
How do I say this without sounding like a dick? I get upset to see things individually wrapped in plastic.
All right, James. After watching this movie with you last night,
Yeah.
we can agree that this was a horrible movie.
It was totally uninteresting. What can I say about this movie that hasn't already been said about a used tampon? I just wanted to throw it away as soon as it was on the screen.
It's too bad I'm one of those characters who cannot not watch a movie.
Yeah.
Once I start a movie, I watch it all the way to the end, no matter how terrible it is. I wish I wasn't like that because
I know.
I would have stopped that movie about 15 minutes into it.
If I had actually paid for this film, I would have been outraged.
Oh, I
Just
couldn't
because,
imagine spending money on this movie.
Yeah. It was so smarmy and smug, and
these people were yuppies.
yeah.
These were the epitome of yuppie America, thinking that they could do something environmentally. They did it, good for them, but they didn't do anything for the rest of the world.
They said, "Oh, here's a thought: we can reduce our carbon footprint by living as though it's the Stone Age."
Yeah.
No, who's going to do that? If anything, this movie had the opposite of its intended effect on me.
Me too. I felt like I wanted to make more trash.
Yeah, that's why.
Throw away more toilet
That's
paper.
why I suggested we go get McDonald's after the movie.
And we did.
That we did,
It was
and
great.
it was delicious.
It was
yeah.
incredibly delicious.
Yeah.
Going back to the movie, though, there were a few little things that really just bothered me. First of all, you've got the wife, who, I'm sorry to tell you, James, but
Yeah.
I absolutely wanted to kill this wife.
Oh, you're sorry to tell me that? I'm right there with you.
All right. Well,
She
that's
was-
good. That's good. I mean, she was probably the most
Yeah.
annoying person I've ever seen in any movie of all time.
There were a lot of like strange comments that came from her.
Yeah.
Just like really just manic depressive stuff.
Yeah.
It was just like, wow, where's this coming from?
I can't have my caffeine, so I think I'm gonna kill my baby.
Yeah.
Like
stuff like that. Yeah.
You know,
And then the pregnancy subplot.
Yeah, I felt like they were trying to make this movie
Things
have
that
some
are-
sort of
yeah.
drama that had absolutely nothing to do with the main purpose.
It had no
of
drama at all. This is just a film about. It's a cinema verite thing about following two lame New York City yuppies try to be as smug and self-righteous as possible in their quest
Well,
to change the environment.
it was a disaster in an exercise of cinema
Yeah.
verite because I've seen many cinema verite documentaries and this was
Yeah.
not working.
Yeah.
This movie just really angered me. Like these people, this woman has all these designer clothes and they wash it in a bathtub with soap. Stomping it like it's a freaking grape
some
juice.
wine.
Yeah, like they're making wine. She showed us her paycheck.
Yeah.
She showed us her paycheck and how much, or her credit card bill and how much she paid for these clothes. She paid thousands of dollars. Why would you ruin them in such a way just for a stupid experiment?
Yeah.
Second of all, they're sitting there in their house with no heat in all of their winter clothes and candles.
Yeah. It's.
If I was doing that with my family, I would murder them.
Yeah. You've almost murdered your families for other reasons.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
So just imagine what this situation would have been like for me.
Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, I hated this movie.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't like to use the word hate very often, but this was no good.
And it is a rare occasion for me not to like a movie, James.
Yeah, that's true.
This is a very rare occasion.
This is probably the first negative review we've given
This
out.
is the first negative review, and if this movie gets any more attention through the media,
Yeah.
or any attention whatsoever, I'm just going to be absolutely disappointed.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be redeeming. We were talking about this. It's such a canned movie. You know what I mean? It's like you said, McDonald's put it out.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's
because they have, it's set in New York City.
It felt like this. There were a lot of, I guess, yuppie stereotypes.
Yeah.
And it really felt like this wasn't very genuine exercise on his part. It felt like he was doing this solely for recognition. Whether or not I'm correct in that remains. I mean, that's the jury's out.
Story.
But that's what the movie made me feel like.
Oh yeah.
Made me feel like.
Oh,
in that respect, I guess they failed.
They think well, let's set it in New York City. Let's have the hippie farmer show us how to grow vegetables. Let's go on vacation to a farm. Let's buy some worms.
I
and make a
didn't
compost pile.
count. I mean, I didn't really keep a precise count, but I don't know how many soft guitar montages there
the
were.
soft guitar montages.
Soft acoustic.
There were a
acoustic
million
guitar.
of those, and it seemed like we were watching some stupid special on the Food Network.
Or the Food Network
Or
or something
Travel
like
Channel.
True Life on MTV.
Yeah, exactly.
True Life, I have no power. It's the same thing. I have no electricity.
Exactly.
True Life, I wipe my ass with a rag.
What is this? They have no toilet paper?
No toilet.
I would not. I'm not.
We can go on like this forever, but
we
I
really
think
could.
the bottom line is that you should just avoid this movie.
This is not a movie to go see, and it's not a movie for the kids either because they dropped the F-bomb. How many times, James?
I don't know.
We should have counted. Maybe it's probably around 15 times.
It's like a Tarantino movie.
It's like a Tarantino. This movie might as well have been Inglourious Bastards because this movie was a train wreck.
It was. Save your $4.50 on something else.
Yeah, save it. Buy a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Buy something. I don't know.
Create your own carbon emissions by buying a pack of cigarettes. Really stick it to them.
Stick it to them because this is not a project that should be worth, supporting.
Your time. They're certainly not worth your time, let alone your money.
Exactly. Well, on that note, James, we'll see you all next week for Ponyo.
The end. All right.